Welcome back, Tigers. This is the next Salesforce security updates video, and we're going to take a look at 3 options for assessing permissions for your users. We're going to look at the User Access Permissions Assistant App Exchange package, how to use queries in Data Loader, and then how to use list views in Setup. As Salesforce environments continue to grow, managing profiles, permission sets, and permission set groups can become extremely difficult to track. Administrators and security teams need better visibility into who has access to sensitive permissions, where those permissions are being granted from, and how to quickly identify potential security risks. Now let's jump in and take a look at which option you prefer to improve your overall Salesforce security visibility. All right, here we are in Salesforce, and our first step is we're going to log in and go to the App Exchange. The link to the App Exchange package is in the description below, and we're going to install this in our production org. So now we can see that the package was installed right here. Our next step is we need to assign a permission set to ourselves. We're going to assign the permission set called User Access and Permissions Assistant Access. Now, I wanted to make you aware that Salesforce has a ton of steps to set up this package, because this package does more than just look at profiles and permissions. It allows you to convert profiles, permissions, and that sort of thing. So those actions appear to require a named credential, authentication provider, a connected app. I went through the setup to set all of this up, and then I was getting an error when it was authenticating. So then I just tried to use the app without setting up any of these steps, and it appears to be working. So if we go to the 9 dots and we go to User Access and Permissions Assistant, so if we come here and we say we want to analyze by permission, and we want the permission type to be user, because our intent here is to identify users who need to use a phishing resistant MFA method. So if we come here and we select modify all data, we can see that these are the users that have access to this permission, and we can see how. So there's users who are on the system administrator profile, and then there's a permission set called modify all data that's giving Nate here the permission for modify all data. If we want to see who can author Apex, same thing here. We've got 2 permission sets that are actually giving that permission and 1 profile. So this app appears to be working. I tested it by creating new permission sets, and it is querying the users perfectly. So I think you can skip all of these steps and literally just install the package if you don't want to leverage any of the other special features that it has. Now, some other things it can do, you can go to the report tab and you can pull a report. This is pulling a report of all users, and then it's telling you whether or not the modify all data permission is enabled or disabled by user. Then you can export this report to Excel. You can do the same thing with object permissions and field permissions. The only thing you can't do is add all 4 of the different permissions here, but at least you have a way to get the users out into Excel if you needed that functionality. So this is the first option for assessing access for each user within your org. The second option is you can go down and dirty and go to your list views in your profiles and permission sets. So if we go to our profiles tab, we can create a new view that's called privileged access. And then we can look for modify all data. Okay, we've got all 4 of the privileged permissions in this list view, so we'll click Save there. Then we'll go to our new list view, and then we'll be able to see which profiles have each of these permissions in one nice view. And then you can also sort by each of those columns, so you can see all the profiles together that have access to these permissions. This doesn't give you a way to identify the users, but it does give you a way to isolate which permissions in a really nice consolidated view. Now the permission sets have the same exact functionality. You can create a permission set list view here. And then you'll have one view of all of the permission sets that contain each of these permissions. The third and final way that you can get this information is by using a query in Data Loader. So let's pull up Data Loader here. Okay, so I've got Data Loader. I am doing an export. So I just click the export button on this screen. And then I'm going to export the permission set assignment object. So I'm going to show all Salesforce objects, select permission set assignment. I'm going to select a place on my computer that I can drop this. And then I have a query here that we've written. So this is going to pull the permission set name, label, the person that it's assigned to, their name and email, for all of the permission sets that have one of these permissions equal to true. So it's going to look for those 4 privileged permissions, and it's also going to make sure that the person assigned to it is currently active in Salesforce. So I will put this query in the Blue Ninjas article in the description below, so you can just copy and paste this. So we're going to click finish here, and then we will open up our file. And then I deleted the email column off here in case you're wondering why that disappeared. But here is all of the records. So Nate Panther is showing up 3 times because he has 3 different permission sets assigned to him. And each of these permission sets contains one of those permissions. It looks like I have this permission set assigned to me, and then the integration user has these. So these are the only 4 permission sets that have one of these privileged permissions in the permission set. Now we can do a similar export on the profile. So I'll close this out. We're going to do a second export here, and this is going to be on the user. And then we're going to copy and paste this query in. We will view this. So if we open this up, we have Lila, Cheryl, and Blue Tiger all with the system administrator profiles, and all these users are active. These other users are integration users. And so if we go back to our user and permission analyzer here, and we look for our modify all data, this is actually doubling it. Probably has something to do with I didn't follow all the instructions. There we go. Okay, so we can see here that Cheryl, Lila, and Blue Tiger are the only active users that are on the system administrator profile. So that matches our export from Data Loader. So if you need a super easy way to get it into Excel, you have a couple of different options. And those are the 3 ways that we wanted to show you of how you can analyze permissions within Salesforce. That's it. That's a wrap. Be sure to subscribe to Blue Tiger Academy so you don't miss our next video on the new features that are available in Einstein Conversation Insights. Salesforce has enabled generative AI for all Einstein Conversation Insights users, which allows you to gather call summaries and set up custom generative insights for your teams. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or if you'd like to see a video on a different Salesforce topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.